He's gonna set some expectation.
Yes, there we go. So, welcome on time or very close to it. We're into session number 5 of the Horizon. This is going to be a new system. Now, for those of you out there that are joining us for the first time, this is us role playing in our style, which is in character the whole time. We call this 4D role play in the fact that I'm absolutely okay. I trust my two players here, Phil the Thrill and Mr. Max Boivin, to co-create things that make sense in the scene, and that co-creation on top of in-character play is where we think the magic happens. So we're going to get started right away. Any questions before we start, Phil or Max? Or I think we're good to go.
What do you mean by a new system? Oh, star system.
New star system, yes. Still using still using a hacked version of EZD6, which we of course really enjoy.
And we're calling it Blaster Sword for a little bit.
We were calling it
after Max's incoming system called Bastard Sword.
That's true.
I'm looking forward to playing again.
This is a science fiction game, and I'm not going to do a recap. I put a little bit of description or a few sentences in the description of this video. So if you're curious, you can always look at that or go back to the session number 4. Okay. The Horizon, with a sudden flash of light, exits jump space in the New Amsterdam system. In the New Amsterdam system, the systems of the Horizon start listing off as the scanners reach out their invisible fingers, gathering information about this system. A sudden period of weightlessness, just for a moment, as the coming back into real space, the gravity generators on the ship fire up, and Evelyn clutches her stomach. It's I think I had a little too much coffee. I better be a little more careful with that.
There's an amber light going off above my head. I turn over in my bunk. It goes doot 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 doot. And just wake up. Haven't been the last one to go to sleep. And I hit the comm over my bed and I go, "We here?"
I was in the common room doing some chin-up. I just dropped down. I'm just wearing some canvas slack. I go to the intercom. I say, "Yeah, that went fast. Good route, Brick. Good job."
"Yeah, it's not a bad drive, is it? All right, I'm on my way." I get up, pull the sleeves of my coveralls back on and zip them up.
I grab my
quick little swig of a flask nearby. Swish it through my teeth.
I grab my pouch of tobacco from the counter nearby, start rolling a cigarette, and I head toward the cockpit.
Evelyn heads over to the head. She says, "I feel a little queasy. Is that normal for a jump?"
Varies from person to person.
She disappears into the head. Sounds of heaving just a moment later.
Walk out of my room, put my glasses on, and start stretching as I make my way down the spine of the ship towards the bridge. "Alan, you got breakfast?"
"No, not yet. I just woke up too. I just took some time to train. I don't know. You want to get breakfast on the ship, or you want to look for a station outside? We got some dough now."
"Yeah, what am I talking about? Let's
treat ourselves a bit.
Let's treat ourselves."
Yeah, give me a chance to sync the packet and check the quick news, see if we didn't miss anything important.
Yeah. You ever been in this system before?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah,
All right.
good time.
A tone
I
indicates the packet is synced. Further in system, a brilliant blue orb, a super planet known as New Amsterdam, comes into view. There are around the planet several jump gates, at least 6 on this side of the planet, all of which seem to be operating. The traffic around New Amsterdam is thick as luxury vessels from the inner core transit into New Amsterdam system. This brilliant blue orb.
I
Got
sit in
my-
my piloting chair. I flip on the news on the display. I browse like the actuality. I start like one eyes and the other eyes. I start rolling a cigarette.
I got my face kind of poking out one of the viewports next to the kind of janky coffee machine we got going, and it's making its terrible noise as it spits out some black liquid. And just look around. This is civilization, all right.
I thought he would
Just
change the
eyeballing the
little
ship.
girl. Give her a change of pace. I lean over to the end of toward the hall and say, Evelyn, you should come see that.
The response into the head. Yeah, I'll be right there. Oh, jump sickness affecting her. Off to the starboard side of the horizon, a brilliant blue light from one of the active ring gates as a large vessel comes through. A cruise liner, massive, heavy tonnage, with a pearlescent finish to its beautiful, sleek hull.
Wow.
The place reeks of money.
Take my coffee cup, walk up to the bridge, and take a seat at power distribution and sensors. I say, I used to work in a dry dock that had those.
Yeah? I've been on one of those before.
Oh yeah.
Not for long. Yeah, I just had
You
to
have some
meet
sort of
somebody.
older rich lady you were accompanying or something.
Just like light up my cigarette and I turn toward my computer. I click on the news. There doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. No civil war. Maybe we'll be able to have it a bit easy.
Yeah, well, where's a good spot to get some breakfast around here? I prop my feet up. I got my socks on and drinking my coffee, looking out the front view screen.
Depends how much in a rush you are. You want to go planet side or you want to eat in the on one of the station?
I'm not in a rush at all.
Say let's go down.
One of the
All right.
distinctive New Amsterdam patrol craft comes in off your port side, hailing the horizon.
Got someone. Hit the blinking red button.
The ship, shaped like a starfish, highly maneuverable, smaller.
It's the Horizon.
Yes, this is
Sending
New
sending
Amsterdam.
ident code now.
This is New Amsterdam patrol craft calling Horizon. You say Horizon? Yes.
That's right.
You're an unscheduled arrival. Please state intentions.
Leisure, some business.
We're a trade ship. I gotta look at Brick.
Trade ship. Good point.
Stand by for packet. Transmission pending. Signal appears on the cockpit.
We already received the packet.
Oh, well, you're a trade ship, yes? The comm comes through.
Yes, we're bringing
just-
some goods from the other world.
Right. So I'm updating you with our latest customs and procedures. Stand by.
Ready to receive.
The packet comes through. It's basically the scrolling of text and legalese, but in essence, it's saying that imports and exports controlled through the main port facility, with penalties for not going through the main port facility.
It says we got to go through their customs facility. I scroll all the way down past pages and pages of text and hit the checkbox.
What do you want to do?
Do what it says, I guess. It's probably a good place to offload this leather. It is
Yeah,
New Amsterdam.
I'm gonna have to pay some tax and duties, right? You know what they are. Those core world adjacent.
I hope not. Should we hide some of it?
I'm worried about the booze mostly. Leather should be fine.
All right, I'll hide the booze. Smart.
And the leather can serve as cover. Right? We're just like leather trader.
I take another sip, set my cup down, and start heading to the back to get those belongings together.
The door to the head slides open as Evelyn comes out, as washing or wiping her mouth. I think I'm okay. So where are we? New Amsterdam, you said?
New Amsterdam. I think it's gonna change you from your home world. And I point toward the windows.
She walks over to one of the portholes, sees the gate shimmering in blue light, and a massive ship, a second ship transiting out now. This one, if anything, is bigger than the first. The ships burn on thrusters that seem too small for their bulk, twisting in space and then heading down the gravity well towards the ocean surface of New Amsterdam.
I'm back in the cargo area around my workshop, picking up the different valuable parts and the extra bottles that I've managed to squirrel away back there. Go find all the other hidden bottles and take them. Just collecting them.
I lean over the communication system, and I yell like the ship that just called us, and I say, "We'll be ready to move toward the main port. Can you indicate the place for the queue and give us a time for wait?"
Stand by for New Edam Port facility frequency, and here you go. Boom. A burst packet comes through onto the Horizon's viewport with a frequency to use, a tight beam for the Edam Port facility to make contact. And with that, the star-shaped vessel flits off, spinning and moving off into to intercept another ship that's come in. In fact, in the immediate vicinity around the Horizon, ships of all sizes and shapes are flocked into this same vector, approaching this port facility.
I look at Evelyn and I say, "This is not my usually kind of preferred place, but after your home wall, it's going to be a nice change of pace. You're probably going to be able to
Evelyn.
find something to do here." Some kind of work.
Evelyn takes off her cowboy hat, which she's reluctant to do. She sets it onto the dash of the one of the consoles in the cockpit, and then sinks back into the co-pilot's chair, her mouth open as she sees massive ships moving in towards this brilliant blue ball of a planet. She nods. Maybe she heard, maybe she didn't. She's absent.
I'm pressing the keys underneath my bunk, and the bed lifts about 6 inches and slides over on hydraulics. Stash some of the alcohol that we got as part of our payment in Eberlean. Input the code, the bed slides back in, shielded.
I pay attention to look at the message that the communication that this ship just sent us, and I start heading the ship toward the main port, toward the queue for the main port, getting my place in line to get a landing port, a landing dock, a sign.
It comes through the system automated, moving quickly. Unlikely that human hands have touched this. There's the software that runs the approach vectors for all of these vessels is just automatically assigning berths. The port facility itself comes up, massive sails. The whole facility sits perched over a pristine ocean. The Horizon's long distance view optics picking up one of the larger vessels that have transited over through the gates as it gently sinks into the ocean below, taking its place along several others as the craft appear designed such that their buoyancy holds them up under the water. So.
Make my way in. I walk up to the entrance to the bridge. I say, all right, I went ahead and stashed it. Wow, will you look at that? Just look out at the Edom port facility.
Yeah, but we'll need a dry pad to land.
Well, this place looks pretty accommodating.
Yeah.
Say, do you think there's a way around the tax?
Oh yeah, this place.
Should we look
Absolutely.
for it?
We look for it. Well, now it might be a bit late, right? Because what we can do, like the letter, legit, and try to afford the booze.
Look over at Evelyn. I say, you lost your hat?
She stares, mouth agape, at the image of this port facility, gleaming and sleek, beautiful. She's like, "Wow, did you see what I'm seeing? Wow,
It's pretty incredible, isn't it? I've never seen anything like this before. Get out there.
So what do we have in cash now, Brick?
We got about 53,000 kilodollars now.
Yeah. We'll need to
I
find
gotta
work.
say, I think that you're gonna be I think you're gonna need that hat, Evelyn. You know,
Evelyn grabs the hat.
We're gonna be presenting ourselves as these, frontier leather experts. They're not gonna look at me and think I'm a leather expert. So,
Do you know a lot about
True.
leather, Evelyn?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. I mean, I don't be a stretch to call me an expert.
You got a bit of time to learn.
Well, I better get on that then. She gets up, moves with haste out of the cockpit towards the cargo hold where the leather is stashed.
I immediately sit down in the chair that she got up from.
The Vector brings in the Horizon, around the massive sails of the port facility, and down underneath where cavernous docking facilities enter into the main body of the port facility, still suspended quite some distance above the calm surface of this tranquil ocean.
Do you know anyone here, Alan?
Not anymore. Not anymore. I just like I came in passage. You know, it's a leisure kind of place, right? People like come here for as tourists, as you can see, right?
Yeah. I point at
It's beautiful.
Point at the docking bay. I say, it looks like that looks like a good docking bay underneath.
Well, it's all on the vector, man. I left my end.
Oh,
Not
okay.
touching anything.
The port facility guides the horizon in busy airspace as other vessels coming and going at the same time, settling into a beautiful dock facility. The horizon's dust still clinging to it on its hull from good old Eberline makes the horizon stand out a little bit as more of a rustic vessel as it settles in on a gleaming metal surface. They're suspended in holographs or various warnings of cross contamination and some warnings to more of a touristy approach that it's not always safe to go swimming. Just because the water looks calm doesn't mean that it is. And that there are many uncatalogued life forms on New Amsterdam. So please be aware and be cautious and prudent. And then also holograms of tourist activities and excursions and water skiing and diving and advertisements for condominiums and timeshares that can be purchased on some of the floating islands around
I
Amsterdam.
Start typing in on the console and pull up one of the video feeds that is being transmitted to get a nice like resort ad reel going through one of the monitors.
One comes up
talking about gambling or something.
One comes up right away as a premier destination, a 7-star facility, complete with medical procedures, gambling, any vice you can possibly desire. The brochure, the tourist brochure, bills it as an emerald jewel on the sapphire ocean.
Just kind of turn it down so we could keep the video rolling. Just kind of look at the images and say, what do you want to do at this resort? Should we take care of business first, or
let's take a day. Let's take a day to relax. Maybe we'll browse a bit the market. Like, we still need to make a contact, right? You can look at the local net, but let's do it from a nice place, right?
Here's the other question I got for you. Do we wear the cowboy get-ups?
I look at myself just in my canvas slack, bare-chested, no shoes. I won't. But I'll go get dressed. Get up my chair.
All right, we'll do the whole wear leather ombres some other time, I guess.
I turn around so you can do it with Evelyn if you want. But, this whole thing was kind of a bad memory you want to put behind. Just let's move forward, right? The dust and the machine
interesting story now, now that you're not in it, it's interesting,
I'll give you that.
It's better than sitting around a damn garage all day, I'll tell you that.
I exit the bridge. I head toward my room.
I just watched I turn up the video feed a little bit, just idly watching it, glancing out the viewport. as we finish docking.
A light comes on. New message received on the console in the cockpit.
Go ahead and hit the blinking orange button. Hear the message.
Docking fees are due within 2 hours of docking. 10,000 credits.
Here we go. I type in the authorization code to pay the docking fee.
It
I
accepts.
in my room I pick up like just a tank top, a Hawaiian shirt, and a jacket, a sport jacket. Slide my tobacco in. I go to the mess hall and I wait until like by the ramp until like we're finished docking and decontaminate.
Decontamination.
Decontaminated. Yeah.
I'm walking over towards Alan. As he sits there waiting, I say, I don't know if we're going to have enough money to cover the import tax on this before we sell it. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? I thought you said we have like 50,000 K.
No, we got. I'm sorry, we have 500,000.
Yeah, we should be good.
Yeah. Well, we got 49,000. 492,000.
We should be good. Like those.
Maybe. It's a lot. I think that leather's more valuable than you think it is.
It's also like how fast we can find a seller, right? If we cannot pay right away, they might want to put a lock on it, so we won't be able to take out the ship until we pay it, right?
Yeah, maybe we don't have to take it through customs till we get it off the ship.
We can always say that we're just passing through, not offloading here, so then we won't have to pay the duties.
Yeah,
Just
maybe
want to offload it.
Maybe we'll find a way to not pay those duties before we have to pay the duties.
That would be obviously the most profitable situation if we can get the same price, right? But obviously shady goods, because those letters are not stolen.
Yeah.
We get them legit. So stolen goods, you know how it is. They're sold at a penny on the dollar.
Well,
so
that's not what they are. So we may want to take them through customs.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be a bit of math involved, I guess.
Yeah, be a bit of contract terms involved, anyways.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'm gonna get some real clothes on. I guess I don't want to be wearing this. I go walk off to my room.
Yeah, wear something comfortable.
Find some nice baggy sort of like linen shirt, like a button-up shirt. It's almost like a Hawaiian flowery shirt, and some loose-fitting khaki cargo shorts, some white shoes, little white walking shoes.
I lean over the ship intercom next to the ramp. I say, "Oh, we're docked. We're about to Evelyn, Brick. You want to get off?" And I press the button to open up the ramp. I grab my shoes, my slip-on shoes that are next to it, put them on. No
I got my backpack. I got a little backpack. I put it on.
Evelyn comes out of the cargo hold. She's lost the jacket, still wearing the cowboy hat. It's what she's comfortable with. She's rolled up her sleeves as she was working and categorizing and cataloging all that you have. A small data pad in her hand as she comes out. I'm excited to see what this station looks like, she says. She makes her way towards the ramp.
So what's your idea of ultimate luxury, Alan? As I'm walking towards the ramp.
Ultimate luxury?
Mm-hmm.
Not what we can afford, I guess. But we can treat
Still
ourselves a
not
bit.
there yet, huh?
We're still not there yet, but we can treat ourselves a bit.
With the pleasant atmosphere of New Amsterdam, the dock where the Horizon is located is open to the air outside. A slightly salty, fresh breeze is coming in, and the
I stretch
temperature is
myself.
nice.
Stretch myself, and I walk down the ramp, and I go close to the edge of the dock, and I look down at the water.
Far below, small though massive up close, the cruise liners heading out slowly from the port facility look small, like little pills on the water, notwithstanding their massive size.
I take a really deep breath. So nice to get out of the dust. I look around at the automatons, like drones circling our ship, doing some kind of inspection, and walk over towards a service console.
Every so often, a buzz of a cleaning laser rips the air as one of the drones doesn't like some of the dust that's accumulated on the horizon. At the console, a query appears in the air slightly above the console. Do you need customs?
I escape out of that, just kind of put in the appropriate backing out commands, try to find the washing service to get our
Through a
ship
few
detailed
menus
on
with
the exterior.
surprisingly detailed services of all types. There is under a sub folder for toiletries and washing and bathing. There's all sorts of options there under that.
I select for the ship to get detailed on the exterior.
Say exterior detail. There's 3 levels of detailing. They start at 5,000 credits, go up from there.
I choose the 15,000 level.
Payment is received. Above the horizon, sliding doors open with gantries falling, and soon a sweet smell fills the air as suds are cascading over the horizon, and bots come down to scrub the surface of the ship.
I just have my arms crossed and looking at it, marveling at the engineering of it all. Step out of the blinking light perimeter.
I walk
Look at
toward
that.
Brick at a console, and he said that's gonna be good for the Horizon. It was due for a good detailing.
Yeah.
What do you put
Hopefully
on
we can
the?
overhaul it while we're here, but I don't know if I want to pay New Amsterdam prices for
So I was
core
about to
world
say,
parts,
doing those kind of job, it's gonna be a pricey here. Yeah, better
Evelyn
go to
walks
an
over to
industrial world.
Evelyn walks over to one of the consoles and starts perusing through. Every so often, she looks at her own little data pad. She's scrolling through. Boy, there's just so many options.
What are you getting, Evelyn?
No, I'm looking for clothiers and textiles, but there's multiple sub menus with textiles. I don't know. It's kind of a maze.
I lean over to Brick and say, "Are we ditching her here, or are we keeping her with us for another day? Are we done with her? Or?
Well, she's gonna sell our leather.
Oh yeah, you're right.
She's our authentic. She is our seal of authenticity.
Evelyn, why don't you just Come with us and check out. You can check out that later, right?
Yeah, let's go get some food.
Let's go get some food. Let's go get a good shower. Let's go sit by a pool and then look at that.
Sounds good to me. Don't think I packed right for this place, she says.
They
She
got everything
closes
you
the
need
menus
here.
now.
Yeah. And I head toward the outside of the dock, toward like the corridor, the hall.
Yeah.
That goes
It's
inside
expansive.
the station.
Large, gleaming, crowded, advertisements everywhere, hanging in the air, competing for your attention.
So where's that place you were eyeing at, Brick?
I didn't really have a plan. I just want to get the meal. I guess we could have looked at that menu a little bit more, but let's just walk down this thing and see where it goes. I'm sure we will be told where to eat momentarily. Just walking around, getting flashed like.
I point toward like
clothes.
I point toward like what serve as taxis in the station, right? Transportation. I say, well, we could just ask to get us somewhere that is interesting. They know their way around.
A thin man wearing green clothing that looks like it's imitating kelp comes up with some brochures in his hands, his thin, narrow fingers holding them. We must preserve New Amsterdam.
I keep my hand to myself.
There's so many. He's accosting passersby. No, please. We must stop this exploitation of this planet. He grabs at Evelyn as she walks by.
I ignore him or walk away.
I put my hand on his chest and I say, I just got here. I haven't even started exploiting it yet.
There's intelligence here. I'm convinced we have met sentient and sentient life here. And we must be careful lest we incur its wrath, he says.
Okay.
His eyes wide.
Do you want to give me a flyer or something?
Evelyn plucks a flyer from his hand and passes it over to Brick.
Oh, thanks.
Let's
go this way.
Pod. I move over one on transport pod and I press on the door. Open it.
Fold up the flyer, stash it in one of my pockets.
I step inside, I sit in the transport pod, and I lean over the little console there. And I ask,
I kind of prefer, as I'm stepping in, following Alan, I say, I kind of prefer the murderous intent over the crazy.
Just ignore them. Crazies.
Advertisements pop up in the pod itself as Evelyn also takes her seat next to Alan.
What do you want to eat, Brick?
Well, looks like they probably got a good handle on the seafood here.
Restaurants start scrolling through.
I look at Evelyn, I say, I doubt that they have skewered lizard.
Exotic restaurants now start popping up.
I wouldn't mind getting a massage either.
All of a sudden, Evelyn blushes a little bit as the massage options are quite detailed as they pop up in the air in front of Brick.
A massage for families.
The options change real time.
That's kind of cool, right, Evelyn?
Gives Brick a little nudge with her elbow.
Seafood could be all right, I guess.
Several seafood restaurants are nearby, along with testimonials, small little video screens popping up in the air of the pod, describing recent reviews. 5 stars, great.
I look at the little like price symbol next to them.
Most
And I
are
pick-
3 price symbols. Some are 4 and 5.
Let's hit a nice 4. What do you think?
Why not? Let's go.
I hit one that marked blue tail. And
The pod ever so slightly changes direction as it guides down different tracks, moving closer to the destination. With a slight hiss, the doors open. A glowing in the air, a hologram of an arrow indicating the direction to take, along with some menu options for the blue tail. Evelyn's like, it's a little
start
much.
rubbing my
She
head.
says,
Yeah. It's so bright here.
You wanted to see the core world, right?
Is it always like this? Oh,
No.
I wonder if there's like a way that you can customize it to not send you anything. Yeah. Maybe I'll just let me try this. Not interested.
some of the windows close.
Yeah.
I wonder how if I bet there's a way to. Maybe I just need some kind of device that sends like a carrier signal, and just started like mumbling to myself some techno babble about how to
A
program
large
something.
group coming from a much larger pod opens up, heading in the same direction as the blue tail. They're speaking in a high-pitched sing-song type language.
I
Many of
grabbed
them
some.
looking around, several sunburned.
Grab some
Yeah.
sunglasses from my jacket, put them on, grab my tobacco from the other pocket. I start rolling a cigarette. Should have got a coffee before leaving the ship.
You'll have a better one here in a second. Just walking down there, looking at the large group, how they're dressed.
They many of them wearing shorts, flowery shirts, little hats. Many of wearing little paper booties on their feet as they shuffle along. A few in the tail of this group notice Evelyn in her cowboy hat. That causes a bit of a stir as conversations change, and now they're turning and pointing at Evelyn. A few of the braver ones even making a few steps towards Evelyn, who's grumbles something. Oh, great.
I look at my flowery shirt, and I look at Brick. I said I should have picked something else to wear. No, I look like a tourist.
I'm wearing a flowery shirt too.
Suits you well, though.
Yeah.
And I light up my club.
I think that's what you're supposed to wear here. Everyone's a tourist.
I guess we don't stand out that much.
Yeah. I mean,
Evelyn stands out, and I point at her.
Only
we
in the
can
best
charge
way,
her.
she says, as she tips her hat.
Maybe we can charge $5 kilo to look at her.
I'm not opposed, she says. She looks at her fingernails.
that's what I was
told you
saying. We should have we should have worn our Western wear. You know.
We are selling Western goods, she says, as she sidesteps one of the more adventurous, shorter tourists. It's an
I look at the
Asiatic
tourist.
man.
Says, "Where you from?"
He says something in New Mandarin and then converts to English. We were from New Shanghai,
No.
a core world.
Visiting?
Yes, on holiday.
Yeah. You wouldn't be interested in buying a shitload of exotic leather by chance?
Ooh, leather. No, leather. Illegal.
What?
Well, illegal in New Shanghai.
Oh, okay.
It's an opportunity to make good profit.
Oh,
I look
no,
at
no,
Brick after I say that.
no illegal. He says. He turns around, shuffles away quickly.
We're trying. I thought we were trying to do the legitimate way.
I thought we were trying to make money.
I don't know. I thought we were trying to get some fish or something. I just walk ahead.
Up ahead, a
That's
hologram
smart
of a
idea.
large fish, some kind of tuna analog. It's a splashing in water that's projected over the heads of the patrons entering the glass entrance of this eating establishment. Servers wait. A hostess is there directing people.
As I get close to the door, I throw my cigarette on the ground, stepped on it, push
I just
the
shake my head.
butch in the alley, in the little dirt on the side, the plants.
I put my hand on one of the glass walls. It's like see some fish swimming down it.
Yes.
This is nice. Table for 3, please. Say to the hostess.
The hostess, long blonde hair cascading over her shoulders. She nods. Of course, sir. Of course, she says in slightly accented English. I'll be right. Just one moment, please. She then turns to the other large group that's come in, and in flawless new Mandarin, asks them where they're coming from and how many they need. She makes a few other notes, and
I
then
lean
turns
over to
back.
Alan and I say, "I bet it's a hologram."
Turns back to the the three of you. Yes, just this way, she says as she gestures into this large restaurant.
Hologram are less trouble, and I look over my shoulder at Evelyn, and I get in the restaurant.
Evelyn rolls her eyes, tips her hat.
I let Evelyn walk ahead, and I'm following behind, looking around at all the bustling people inside.
The table has a glass surface table with fish swimming in the table itself, or at least images of fish. Off to the side, one of the walls overlooks the horizon of New Amsterdam. The sun now getting low, lighting up the clouds that lazily roll across the surface of the ocean beneath. It's a beautiful sunset. The hostess turns. Will this be satisfactory? Gesturing to the table.
Sure. Grab the chair. I pull it back, sit down on it.
I say, "This is perfect. Thank you." Chair back.
Evelyn sits, takes her hat off, places it on her lap.
I lean over the table, the glow of the aquarium like lighting up my face from the bottom. And I say, "Is this where we pick our dinner?" It's like playfully
on my
poke at
glass.
different
I say,
fish.
I hope they have other thing than fish. Not I'm here. I don't feel like eating any. It's like too much. They went a bit overboard, no? Like you don't want to. Do you want to eat? Like, do you want to eat the thing that you're surrounded by? It's kind of feel wrong, no?
No, I don't want to eat any of these little tropical dingy fish. I don't think that's what they serve here, man.
Yeah.
Surfer in a fine tuxedo approaches. He nods and then makes eye contact. Can I start you out with any drinks, gentlemen, ma'am?
I say we get something crazy, like has like a bunch of crap coming out of it that's blue. You got anything like that?
Oh, yes. The
preferably one super large one with 3 crazy straws coming out of it.
Of course, sir. Of course. I'll get one right up for you. Like that table over there. Is that okay? He just, without pointing, he gestures to a nearby table.
I look over
some
at it.
glowing liquid is being drunk by 4
it's got
very
like a sparkler
inebriated
poking
people.
out of it.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
Sure.
take it
yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
You're celebrating something? Are we enjoying a special occasion?
Yeah, celebrating being alive. Let's just say that.
It's our
All
first
right.
time here. It's my first time here, so I'm just ready to
Oh,
get the
well,
party
welcome.
started.
He continues some small talk, takes the order, and then says, "I'll be right back with your drinks." Turns around, walks away. Evelyn
feel
looks
the-
around at some of the others. I don't know. This seems like a bit of a tourist trap. This whole planet looks like a tourist trap to me.
Yes,
It is. But you can enjoy it. Don't think about it too much, right? Just try to enjoy yourself.
The whole point is the tourist trap. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to go in the trap willingly and try to enjoy the bait.
It helps if you have money, though.
Right.
And you're not too attached to it. And I look at Brick.
That's for sure, she says. She looks around at the silver utensils that are on the plate on the glass table.
I lean back, catch a cool breeze coming off of the salt water. Just watching the sun go down.
I look at the
Or
table. I
rise,
said,
I don't even know what
this
that
guy
is.
didn't leave us menu?
He's
No,
bringing
he
a
just
drink.
took our
He's doing
drinks.
drinks.
Man, usually, I don't know. Could have looked at the menu while waiting for the drink.
Now, when they're fancy, they bring the menu later. It's
So we get time to drink. I'm hungry.
yeah.
What day is it?
Maybe we'll get some chips.
Is it Friday? I want a
I don't
steak,
know.
but I can have a steak this Friday.
Why? Why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah.
It's religious reason.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Evelyn
But-
cocks an eyebrow. Religious reasons. Really? I didn't take you for one of the superstitious kind. As a different server comes by with a platter, your drink, this large glowing blue concoction has some sparkles within the water, little illuminations.
I pull off like a large piece of pineapple and I hand it to Ellen. I say, "Here you go. We had food on the way."
Took a bite on it. I put the pineapple like on the little coaster. The rest of the pineapple. I grabbed my pocket computer. I saw it. Everybody like lean down on your straw and grab a drink. I'm gonna take a picture.
Oh. Evelyn takes a sip of the drink.
I put the straw in my mouth. All right, try to look alive. And I do. Chick.
Evelyn looks deadpan at the camera.
I look at the picture. I show it around the table.
Oh,
Great,
I look terrible.
Great memories, folks. Put the computer back in my pocket.
I feel like that was against my religion. I don't know.
The server comes back and explains the catch of the day, the various entrees that are being offered, makes a few recommendations. What can I get for you?
I'll take the something. We get like a nice fried special. I'll take the fried special.
The fried, of course. And Evelyn places her order. It's just a medley of this and that. He takes all of that. Saying, your accent, I can't quite place you, miss. Whereabouts are you from? She says, "Oh, I'm from Eberlein." Eberlein? Wow. I think you're the first guest that we've had from Eberlein.
Wow, how about that, Evelyn?
Yeah.
The first one.
She gestures to the large bowl with the fruit that are speared on the sides. She says, do you have anything a little stronger than this? I'm sorry, it's just not doing anything for me. Maybe like, can I get a whiskey? He's like, oh, whiskey. I'm sorry, we can only carry alcohol under a certain percentage here. For the tourist reasons.
I look at Brick. $sign in my eyes.
She sighs. Well, all right. Well, maybe
you mean I'm drinking Kool-Aid here?
Yeah. If there's alcohol in that, it's not much. Evelyn says with a sigh.
I just thought they were really good at lying.
Well, with that, I'll get your food order right away. And
All right,
server
get this
leaves.
out of here.
Yeah,
I hold the bowl.
get me the Guba steak and some fried prawn
Okay.
and maybe a side of those tagliatelle you have.
Yes, that's right. Right away.
Yes. Thank you.
He disappears. Evelyn is looking at. She looks at the two of you. I don't know these tourists. They just don't know how to handle their liquors. A rowdy
Apparently.
table nearby is just finishing up this blue concoction. They seem quite inebriated. Evelyn doesn't even have roses in her cheeks. It was nothing.
I guess I'm just feeling the drinks I was having before I got off the ship. I
mean, they're watering this down. Can't you tell? Ugh,
it's like
awful.
a placebo. Something.
I look at my pocket computer down. And I said, well, it's still early in the day. We'll have time to get wasted later on.
A lot of time those
Should have,
places, the places that have like the bad alcohol, they have some other kind of recreational drug or something.
People want to get fucked up.
People will find a way.
It's not going to be in this place, Evelyn says as she looks around this room.
Brick, the place that have the kind of bad alcohol and law against high percentage alcohol usually have underground market. And that's a premium.
Oh, you're trying to sell ours?
It could be the right place.
I didn't know we were going to sell it. I thought we were...
Oh, keeping it for ourselves?
Just going to drink it.
That's a lot of booze.
Yeah, good point.
Even for you.
The plates on the silverware on the glass table rattles as something blurs past the window of the port facility at high velocity. It kind of shakes the lights really quick, very fast. And then right after it, a second vessel with blue and red flashing lights pursuing it. Evelyn gets out of her seat, stands up at the window to try to look down to see where this thing went. A few other tourists exchange glances, and what was that? Shook the restaurant.
I took another sip from that drink in the middle. I said, this place changed. Used to be much more relaxed. Now it's all ritzy and shit.
I'm starting to feel like this vacation's coming to an end already.
Yeah.
Evelyn points out, look at that. A small vessel plunges straight down into the ocean itself. The splash, it enters the water. The chase vessel with flashing red and blue lights pulls up just before it hits the water.
Wow. Impressive vessel.
I don't know what that was all about, Evelyn says.
Who knows?
I don't know.
A piano starts up in the restaurant. So maitre d' is provides a distraction to the sudden excitement outside the restaurant. A singer starts.
Someone's got a ship that can go underwater.
Yeah.
And looks like they get away from the cops with it. Smuggler, maybe?
Maybe somebody worth... Maybe we don't try to get in trouble on day one. For once.
Two servers arrive, one carrying a large platter of food, the other a stand that he sets up. The food that was ordered is now plated in front of you.
Dig in.
I take my 3 plates that I kind of like gather in the middle of me. I point with them with my fork and say, if you want to taste anything, like, don't be shy, right?
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
one of the bus boys that's coming around clearing other tables comes by. He's looks around.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
hey, come here for a second.
He comes over. See, he's got some tattoos that are just barely peeking out from underneath his crisp uniform. Yes, sir. Yes. What can I do for you, sir? Is everything okay?
I was just wondering if it's all these guys. I don't know if I'm going to get the real story, so I thought I'd ask you. You know that ship that just went in the water?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know
see
what
it?
that ship is. Yeah,
You know what it is?
absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
don't leave me in suspense. Tell me about it.
Oh, you see, well, he kind of looks around, looks for the floor manager, front of house manager. It kind of whispers in conspiratorially, smugglers, man.
I
Yeah.
had a feeling. Who makes ships like that?
Oh, we make
This
those. Those are made here.
makes sense.
Oh, really? I didn't even thought you had an industry here.
We're
Thought
not
it was just
supposed to,
tourism.
but there's a lot of things that happen here that are kept on the down low, right?
Oh my gosh! If
But
I
you
had to
guys
drink,
look like, I mean, he looks at the flowery shirts. Well, maybe not you, but he looks over at Evelyn. Yeah, you don't look like the typical tourist, ma'am. Sorry, no offense.
well,
I
if
take
I
a
had
piece
to,
of food from the Evelyn plate and I put it in my mouth, like nonchalantly, while I look at how she's gonna reply.
She stares at Alan. Don't touch my food. What is wrong with you?
Are you paying for it?
Well, I guess if you put it that way, and she just pushes the whole plate towards Alan. So she turns to this busboy. Where's the action around here? I mean, we can't get real drinks. Where are the real drinks?
yeah, if I got to drink one more Kool-Aid, I'll lose my mind. I'm trying to have a vacation here.
Yeah, don't don't be drinking that stuff. It's all watered down. It's awful. Hey, listen, if you want a real party, I get off shift a couple hours. If you guys still around and you're up for it, I can show you the real New Amsterdam.
I don't know, Alan. You don't want to get into trouble though, right?
I said that a long time ago. We have to pick up opportunity when
I
they present
chuckle
it.
as I munch on a hush puppy.
There's a polite clearing of a throat as the front of house manager notices the busboy is still standing at your table. Hey, sorry, I'm still on shift.
We were just looking for some salt, so if you could just get us one of those salts.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. It's a specialty here.
You're the best.
Meet us in the park in front at the end of your shift. We'll meet you there.
All right.
We'll all go together.
Sounds good. His eyes linger on Evelyn. He walks away. The
vacation is back in action. The vacation is safe, boys.
All right.
Yeah.
You're really drawing a lot of attention with that hat, I think.
She smiles. Hey, have cowboy hat will travel, I guess.
I think I'm going to put on my cowboy stuff.
I will definitely stand out. Maybe that's a good thing. Seems to attract the right kind of attention as much as the wrong kind.
I don't know that it's attracted the right kind of attention yet, but I don't even know what the right kind of attention.
That busboy was kind of cute, she says.
There you go.
I look at Evelyn, like I raise my eyebrows. A busboy. It's like the first guy you meet of world.
She takes her fork and she spears something from your plate and then takes a bite. Hey.
Not bad, eh?
Not bad.
Brick, you need to use to taste those pasta.
I try everything. Just gonna eat my meal and enjoy the view.
It's quite disappointing, isn't it?
The
How can you mess that up?
sunset.
Everything is just a little bit worse than you'd hoped.
Yeah, looks good. It's like it's
Yeah.
made for the picture.
Many patrons are standing at the large glass windscreens or ports taking pictures of the sunset as it burns on the horizon. It's quite breathtaking.
I say,
Down
Alan,
below,
Alan, I
lights
said,
start flickering on the cruise ships as they parties start up.
I whisper, hey, Alan, why don't you show Evelyn how you can like lift a wallet or something?
Right here, right now.
Yeah, isn't this like the best spot for it?
I just ate way too much.
Yeah.
Well, but it's not something you can do in command. Like you have to do.
He's being a bitch again, Evelyn. Sorry.
I push my okay. On the way out. On the way out, Evelyn. Keep an eye on me.
All right. If you say so. She
I
pushes away from the table a little bit. I'm stuffed.
I tap my credit stick on the bill that's been set in front of us and stand up. I say, well, let's see it.
Evelyn gets up, hat back on her head.
Quick drink of
I
water.
stand up. I loosen a bit the string of my slack.
Too much pasta, man.
I look at taking a. Oh yeah, it was way too much. I look around like people that are leaving in the same time, where they put the credit stick, and I move toward them. I'm looking at the fish around the table, in the wall, everywhere. Way too many fish. I bump into one guy. I said, "Oh, sorry, mister." I was just distracted by all this like scenery there. Like they really went all out for the. And I lift his credit stick. Wooden bucket. They really went all out with this decor.
It's quite something, isn't it? I have to say it's almost borderline garish, he says with a slight British accent.
I think it's lovely. I turn toward, like, I see, oh, this is my friend. I kind of rush toward Brick again, Evelyn.
Look at these lovely fish. So, loudly. As I look at the fish.
Outside,
I look at Evelyn. I say, so, you saw anything?
She smiles. Yeah, it was a good lift, but I saw it.
Well, I told you I was going to do it, right?
Yes,
kind of defeat the purpose.
Of course.
Eat it in. That's the point.
Maybe next time before he does it, you could say something like "Yeehaw" and draw some attention or something.
It looks like I'm drawing enough attention as it is, Evelyn says, as night club advertisements start popping up outside of the restaurant.
I put my backpack down and unzip it and start pulling out the Western regalia. It's like I wasn't gonna put my hat in here, but do you think it works without the hat?
Do we have time to go back back to the ship real quick?
Let's go back to the ship.
I think that our busboy friend said that he had a couple hours left. So yeah.
Let's go back to the ship. Then we can get a real drink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I lift up the bottle out of my bag. I
extend my hand. I take a swig. Brick. We can all always prepare, right?
Yep.
But maybe we want to get a sample of the good stuff. Maybe we can find some interested party there.
I got a feeling Eberlin probably has this place beat on that front, but we'll see, I guess.
Definitely beat, Evelyn says. She starts walking towards.
They definitely seem like they want a party here, though. Just walking towards the.
And we can just do like a public service at that point. It's barely a crime, I guess.
Should we bring some to barter?
Maybe we can just bring one as a sample, right?
Yeah.
If we find somebody that seems interested with some deep pocket.
Okay.
And then we sell the letter in New Shanghai. As I lean down to the pod, the transport pod, and sit down.
I sit down as well, looking around, going, I think all the advertisements are listening to us. I don't know how much we should talk about
Oh, you're right.
stuff we're gonna plan on
The
doing.
pod,
Yeah.
the pod accelerates. It's already menus coming up, hovering in the air. Do you want to return to your ship, the Horizon?
I look at Brick.
Yes, please. And I press the hologram. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. It just kind of
It registers, flashes,
goes.
and then the window disappears as the pod accelerates back the way that it came originally towards the horizon. Now gleaming in its potentially after a full detail.
Oh, baby.
The pod doesn't take very long, and no other customers or passengers get on the pod as it travels towards the hangar bay.
Just looking out over the sea as we drift over.
Far on the horizon, a sudden blossoming of red, an explosion.
I move by the ship's ramp and I open it, and I'm climbing on. I take off my shoes.
The horizon looks spotless on the outside, gleams, shines even.
It's better than it being missing. New Amsterdam has that over Aberdeen. Is that what it's called? I don't even remember.
It's Aberdeen, Ebeline says. And
Yeah.
yes, there are some nice things about this place, I have to admit, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it just seems too polished, she says. She climbs the ramp.
Well, I paid
so you
for
don't want
that.
to stay here. There was a stop for you, Evelyn. You don't want to stay here?
I don't know. Not really, but it's probably a good place for us to move some of these goods.
Maybe.
Yes, it is a good spot for us to move some of these goods.
Not gonna lie, guys. I just wanted to have like a little bit of a change of pace, right? A nice place, clean, full.
Yeah, you still need your bath, right?
Yeah.
Well, I bet this
Gotta find a
place has
place
nice
tonight.
hotels, Evelyn says. She goes to freshen up.
Well, we'll get a place tonight. Sleep.
I enter in the security code at the ramp for the Horizon. Ramp comes down.
Speaking of bat,
It just sounds better when it's clean. I don't know why
I smell.
Am I smelling cherry? Was that a
No, I
cherry
smell-
scent?
I don't know. It's not me.
It's definitely not you, Evelyn says. She walks by.
Yeah.
Oh, it
I get
smells
in the
good.
In the ship, like I'm take off my jacket, put it on the little peg next to the door. So I need to change the shirt. And I take off my shirt. I go toward the little sink in the kitchenette. I take a rag, I put some water in it, and I start like rubbing my neck a bit and my armpit, my chest. Throw the rag back into the sink. I toward my room.
I'm walking up the ramp, go to my room, and begin to change into my spiffy Western gear. As I'm changing, I tap into the planet's video feed, and I say, are there any news reports of explosions nearby?
There was a fireworks mishap, perhaps. Reports still coming in, but thankfully no casualties. No visitors were harmed, and essentially the news really just look the other way. It's fine. Nothing to see here. Heavily redacted stories. Just fireworks.
I put on a little like silky shirt, something that kind of look the idea of a poor person nice. And I grab it. I grab my 10mm pistol from my desk next to the bed, and I go to Brick's side with my pistol in hand. And I say, "Should I pack some meat tonight? Should I? You know, it's kind of iffy here."
I don't know what the laws are. Type it in. Say laws for weapons.
Says permits can be purchased.
You need a permit.
I don't have one. I don't think I have time to get one.
Well, that sounds like it's fine.
But I put the gun in my waistband and cover it with the jacket. No, nobody needs to know. What do you think?
Yeah, I
Evelyn
agree.
comes out. She's changed as well. Put a little bit of fresh makeup on. She looks great. Really good. Ready for a party?
You're gonna be a star, kid.
Yeah.
I put my hat on.
She tips her hat. Well, let's go find a real party and maybe a real buyer.
Brick, you got one of those fine bottle?
Yeah, I say, yeah. Let me get those, and I kind of like
Evelyn,
the door to my room just goes in front, ending the conversation, and I go back to typing. I'm gonna open up the hidden storage and get a few bottles out of there. 2 bottles.
I go to the coffee maker, make myself a cup. I look at Evelyn. You want one?
No, I don't want to drink that stuff ever again. After puking it up after that jump.
No, you're so precious.
She
Grab
smiles.
the little paper cup. We wouldn't think like seeing from where you come from, right?
Mhm.
How do you
Yeah,
end up in the?
I'm not one for motion sickness, that's for sure.
How do you end up like with Divot? What's the story there?
Well, best I determined, I became his ward.
You mean he's
I was a young
ward?
girl, and
I thought you said whore.
no, not that. Thankfully, I'm not sure he's capable. Only ever saw him in his machine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it
he's
killed him.
always in that suit.
Yeah, I thought it killed him at some point. Or I thought Brick killed him.
Yeah,
And then I thought I killed Skullface, but I guess if there's just machine with nobody in it, I guess I
well,
didn't
as far
kill
as I
anybody.
know, he's in it. I haven't heard otherwise.
Door to my room.
Oh, he's in
opens, and I come walking out. I show a couple of long bottles in my deep coat pockets that I'm wearing. My duster.
I raised
All
the thumb
right.
up.
Who's
All right.
ready to party?
I down the rest of my coffee, threw the little cup in the garbage can, move next
We
to
need
the
to find a
ramp.
new coffee machine. That should be like step 1 in the overhaul. Probably.
Yeah, they make some nice one now.
Yeah. They're going to make all kinds of fancy crap here.
But this one still works.
Or at least sell it. Anyway, so let's get to the friggin' parking lot or
Put
whatever.
my slip-on shoe. Step down the ship.
Evelyn's cowboy boots clink on the ramp as she goes down. Wait.
I look at Brick in his cowboy attire. I chuckle a bit.
Partner.
The same hologram appears at the exit to this docking bay. Do you have anything to declare? Do you need any customs?
No. And I just move past and I go to the taxi pod.
Evelyn follows.
I follow as well. looking back at the hologram for a moment. A shock of worry going through my